You ain't even on me. Yeah. Fall back too close. You ain't even on me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north. It's me and the old. Spend it like they owe me. Gotta stay select. Don't come around to me. Better come correct. Different lives that we lead. I'm in the Nike check in a bag of Louis V. Two on the mopeds, lights don't make no sense, fall back for a minute, eyes up on my whip, Benzes and BMs, lights don't make no sense, fall back too close, you ain't even on me, trust my brothers from way back from the north, Misty and the York, spend it like they owe me. Ain't no ain't no time unless it's V's. It's the top of the shelf. It's that stress to get at me, and it's closer to the chest when your pocket's too deep. Who's on the mopeds? Lights don't make no sense. Fall back for a minute. Eyes up on my whip. Benzes and BMs. Lights don't make no sense.
Welcome and thank you for... Spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And this is their first time matched up with Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, they had some trouble with this team last year, splitting the season series.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Davis, that's good.
Well, it's a great sign when the jumper is falling for Davis.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
You know, Flag wasn't going to let that dunk chance pass him by.
Pass to Embiid. Outside Grimes. George sets a screen. Shoots. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Now here's Maxey. He's averaging about 6 points per game. And George with the jam.
He's not going to take it easy when he gets to the bucket. George will hammer it home.
Pass to Washington. Back to Irving. To the paint. And Washington powers it through.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. And teams built to win now don't always have the young pieces that Philly does, Lex.
Yeah, BA, particularly in their backcourt. Nice drafting and great trades have given them an abundance of talent.
Now here's Irving. Making a mark on the offensive end. Scoring around 13 a game. 6 to shoot. For 3, Allen. It's rebounded by George. The Sixers trailing. It's stolen by Washington. For 3, Allen. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Embiid. .146 left in the first. Screen by Embiid. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Man, that's just fantastic use of the mid-range by Maxey.
Davis a screen. Irving with it. Picked up by Embiid. No problems knocking that one down. Washington's got 5 now.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
You saw the full power of Joel Embiid on display right there. No one was getting in his way.
Has to flag. Let's go with a 3. Clock at 4. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Davis. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
George outside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Here's Pippen. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
Here's flag. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. We've reached the end of the first quarter. Dallas on top, up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
Here's Grimes. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 4. Tim, we've seen the offensive game of Quentin Grimes go through the roof.
Yeah, B.A., he is playing with major confidence right now. In high school and college, he was a lead guard, and that comfortability with the ball is evident.
He drops it from range. Allen's got his second basket on the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ooh, stolen by Allen. driving in, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Andre Drummond. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Well, Legs, when we talk about current players, who are the guys you want taking the shot with the game on the line right now?
Well, certainly the tried and true like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. You can't go wrong there. Or a multi-time MVP in Nikola Jokic.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And that's good as he hits both shots. Dallas leading by 6. Outside for Russell. Inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And Tim, last May, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flagg, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now and in the future.
And the foul on Jared McCain. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. 76ers on D. 6-point game. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Pass to McCain. George outside. And it's Martin with the rebound. The Mavericks lead by 8. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. George outside. They set the screen. Down low. Here's Bona. Rejected by Lively. It's a one-on-one situation. On the wing, Thompson. No points so far. Back to Martin. 5 to shoot. Here's Russell. Going inside. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Watford outside. Pass to George. Shoots over Thompson. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Outside Russell. There's 57 seconds left in the second. Puts it up from the high post. And it's Dallas scoring again.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
So both teams making some changes here. To the middle. Left side, Maxey. George sets a screen to the paint. It's stolen by Washington. Outside Irving. Over Maxey. Joel Embiid with the board. It's Grimes on the wing. To stop the drought. No good that time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break up 12. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Legs, one thing we're seeing more of these days, head coaches who weren't necessarily high-profile guys coming in.
Well, I do think when you walk into a locker room having played before, there is a level of credibility that's automatically there. But in the age of analytics, it's probably less important that a head coach be a former NBA player.
And here is Maxey. Pippen outside. Back to Maxey. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington left side. Lets the three fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. Washington's gotten his third basket of the night.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. Grant, looking at Cooper Flagg, his versatility is what makes him such a highly touted prospect.
Yeah, B.A. Cooper can do a little of everything offensively. He also covers a lot of ground defensively at 6'9". And on top of his balanced skill set, his intangibles are just elite.
Releases from 15. Davis for the rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Irving fires from way outside. And it's off from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. PJ Washington is playing for his hometown team. He said, I grew up in Dallas from 2nd grade to 10th grade. Being home is great. There's no pressure at all. It's just exciting. I look at it as an opportunity to be aggressive, win games, and just be me. It's a dream come true. Brian, back to you.
They're happy to have him. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And Allen gets it to go.
I just love the ball move.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Davis. Embiid can't hit.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
It's stolen by Maxey. And here's Pippen. To stop the run. Washington grabs the miss.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
6 on the shot clock. Deflects the pass.
With the shot clock about to expire, the last thing you want to do is foul. That's giving them a gift.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Trying to find a way to get some easy buckets. You don't want to just think you can shoot your way out of it.
And the 76ers with some changes. Now here's Irving. Up and over Lowry. Off the mark from 16 feet. And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Again, the miss by Dallas.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
Watford with it. Picked up by Allen. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
And here's Thompson for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Next up, the Knicks in New York. That'll put the finishing touches on a 5-game road trip. Back to Drummond. Pass to Watford. Second chance effort. Russell with the rebound. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
The Sixers with another miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And he converts the layup. Christie's got 5 points now this quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's McCain. Knocks down the long J.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Russell with the ball. Picked up by Lowry. Back to Thompson. All sorts of time. Drummond grabs the miss.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that. Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
And so it's Dallas continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The Mavericks lead by 22. Here's Russell. Russell double teamed. Outside Christie. Pass to Thompson. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good position.
Russell, that's good. Here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Over Gafford. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
The turnaround so difficult to perfect, but hard to see anything wrong with that one.
Thompson left side. Now here's Russell. Shoots over Embiid. Back to Russell. Here's Christie. Now Thompson. Pass to Martin. And here's Russell. Maxey covering. And Russell with the 3.
An assortment of shots in Russell's arsenal. Just a quick catch and shoot right there.
To the left wing. 3-pointer Embiid. Knocks it down from distance. Embiid's got 7 points here in the quarter. Tim, growing up in the D.C. area, at what point did you fall in love with the sport of basketball?
Well, B.A., the first team I loved were the Washington Bullets in the late 70s with Elvin Hayes. They won that one championship in Washington. But Larry Bird coming into the league in 1980 really changed everything for me. That's when I truly fell in love with the sport, emulating a guy like that.
Greatest player from the DMV?
Oh, I guess I'd have to say Kevin Durant, certainly.
And Tim Legler, of course.
Even better answer.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Here's Russell. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Back to Thompson. Fires the three. Counted from distance.
One of the most effortless strokes we've ever seen. Thompson can just make corner threes in his sleep.
Drills it from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Grant, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much.
It's stolen by Irving.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Mavericks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Has to flag. The three is up. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's George. He takes it in. And George with the jam.
Yeah, great job by George. Now, part of what makes him such a great wing is his crazy ability off the bounce.
Drummond on the double team. Up top, Davis. Pass to Irving. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 15. And that one comes up a bit short. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
20 seconds left in the game. Pippen with it. The three. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Here's flag. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
real. Yeah, this is not a fire drill. The real thing. Yeah, you know that. At nighttime, daytime she don't see me. Acting like a pocket holding 50. Pull it with him. This ain't Disney. Spin that benefit. Still identity. Put a. Can you flip it? Like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your paw paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white. Like it beef with in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo, put a kill it. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. You need help with something, pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on it. Catching slip. I gotta keep my so I won't go to alone. Not a fire drill. I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie. Having ganger on him. I ain't never hate before. Dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She up waiting for me. Dr. Trench is banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite cousin. This is not a fire drill. You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This is the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen her with her man play the chorus. Put him in a UIP. Unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Bar buddy, say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drive business while we serving. Better week, he won't make it. Keep going on some was popping currents. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy pup. Me, I got a no Amazon searching slush machine. She got on Bottega person feet, look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a can't call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dreams. I'm her fantasy. You know he ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking about it. You might catch little bro ballin'. He Bryce Maxwell. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me in this big blue. Watch me only good and cooking. Watch Matilda. Watch me drive the farm with my kneecap. Before they close the goodness, he took my swag to Woodward. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. All the love go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum, no way no kid look up to. Came up out the slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like Alvin the Chipmunk. On my ass, I ain't do shit. Say thanks to my guys, all y'all who wanna hit trend up. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dozen. I am not in competition, I'll blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I swear to God. I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
Like young, I bought a yard today. Let her pay all yellow like a bird. Inside be back 2 times 2, my money, all I got. Yeah, I made money, but that money I love. Yeah, I'm shoving it in. Yeah, I'm causing the madness. Yeah, I'm the baddest. Yeah, I bought me the crowds. I bought me the jams. Yeah, I never need practice. My money gon' double or triple. Yeah, your money subtracted. Yeah, put it up on the. Put up on it. Yeah, I need my number. Got a crib in the bird. Yeah, get a guy so bad. Get a guy in the worst. Yeah. That the chain. That birds. I ran on my money the most. I'm richer than all of the nerds. Yeah, I'm flexing a big bank roll. These nuts in my pockets ain't big. I had a change of the talk. Get it. They get ripping the crazy they burn. 24/7, I stay it. I blew up and left on the earth. You don't think you can just rock with that? You can come over here. You can try pulling up on this with them. I don't even posting no pics on the Instagram. I just stay out. Do it like me, you do it like us. You gon' get a big payout. You could be stuck in the mix with a couple, but it's always a way out. On the side of them, tell me this bad. Don't even miss, but it's in the mix with them. Loud, loud. Look at me now. Yeah, look at them diamonds. Listen to what they sound. Yeah, new watch every day of the week. Little rolling with that beat. Little like young. I bought a years to the.
I'm Kevin Harlan. Along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Here in Houston, the rival Mavericks come in looking for a win. Let's take a look at Dallas, coming off a tough road loss in Charlotte. Now here's Durant. Shoots over Washington. KD with the bucket. This is one fans have been looking forward to, Greg, for a while now. Two major star-studded teams ready to battle.
On paper, it's a very exciting matchup, and knowing these guys are ready to exceed all expectations, we could be in for a real show here tonight.
And then Durant with the jam.
Look at KD throwing it down, not giving the defense any opportunity there. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. We spoke about the challenge of facing Anthony Davis. Coach commented, there aren't a lot of guys like AD, bigs who can control both ends of the paint. You have to be aware of him at all times, or he's going to take over the game. No doubt Davis will be a factor tonight. Back to you, Kev.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Ring shot on the way. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Well, it just shows you can do everything right and still come away empty-handed.
It's Washington slamming it down.
I like the selfless approach from Kyrie tonight, doing whatever he can to help his team.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Now, here's Doncic. Right now, he's averaging 11 points a game. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
The defense doesn't want to give Doncic an inch of space inside. That's why he's at the line so much.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Here's KD. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He has come out with a scorer's mentality. 4 of 5 to start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Rockets with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Here is Irving. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And Kyrie is one of the best finishers for a guard that this game has seen.
Here's Doncic. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. KD on the wing. Eason, the screen. Nobody near Allen. .125 left to play in the first quarter. Count it.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
The Rockets leading. Young looking it over. Durant in the corner. Paxson coming off the assist from Young. Durant's got 11.
And for Durant, it's just that simple. Get the ball and shoot.
Allen outside. Misses the three. Rockets leading by 4. Outside Durant. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Lets it fly. Young's shot is off.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Back to Irving. And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Young. It's good from about 19 feet.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
Here's Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's the Houston Rockets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
Outside, Martin. Right side, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Allen's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Houston moving the ball around. Young with no one around. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Young's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Rockets. Outside, Martin. Pass to Allen. Now Irving. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Just 2 to shoot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
3 points.
Allen's got 5 points now this quarter. Doncic outside. And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That's foul number 2 for him. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Mavericks trailed by 3. To the paint. It's tipped. Wants to get it to Gafford and does. And that one's good. Flag.
Using the size. Flag going to work around the rim.
To the middle. Here's KD.
is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Thompson in the corner. Back to Allen. Pass to Flag. It's stolen by Eason. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I did. Kevin?
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Allen. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Durant just inside the line. Mavericks trailed by 5. Pass to Gafford. Here's Washington. Back to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Durant. Over Washington. And a little luck that time, but it drops. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
Really like how Durant is playing tonight. Going for his, this guy is just so unreal.
Allen for 3. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Durant in the corner. Shoots over Washington. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Smart play there by Durant. Uses the pick and roll to break up the defense and create one for his team.
That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Inside, Abdul-Jabbar. Here's the hook. Out to KD. Takes a 3. Up again. It's Durant on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Abdul-Jabbar. KD's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. Pass to Christie. Back to Allen. Young with the steal. Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Houston Rockets. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Doncic. Shot clock at 6. High post shot. It's rebounded by Houston.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Young. Keeps it alive. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Houston.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining an ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's Irving.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Doncic. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks trailed by 12. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2 to 6'10. But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
Out to Doncic. Goes back up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Doncic has got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 8.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Back to Davis. Will it go? Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
Shot by Young, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Young's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Now here's Irving. To the inside. And it's Davis finishing it off.
When Davis goes to the rim full force, he punishes a defense.
On its way from Young for 2. On the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance.
On the wing, Irving. Looking to get back on track here. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Thompson for the triple. Nice D from Doncic.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. High post, KD. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
And regardless of the big lead, he just doesn't slow down.
He gets that one.
And Allen known for his scoring ability, especially when it comes to shooting.
Outside, KD. Stolen by Washington. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Clay gets off the break well.
And when the defense retreats to the paint in transition, there is going to be an opening at the three-point line.
And Durant launches from deep. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Allen for the 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 17 points was their biggest margin.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Allen left side. No good on the shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 17. And don't go.
31.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Rockets leading by 17. Outside, KD. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That one falls. Abdul-Jabbar's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Rockets.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
And here is Doncic for 3. The shot that time, not on target. Mavericks trailed by 19. Doncic with the steal. Durant with a wide open look. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Durant's got 28 points for the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Houston?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Pass to Washington. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
Out to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Outside, KD. And it's flagged with the rebound.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
And it's Irving missing.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And that one drops.
And Young is just so deceptive. He will hit you with that floater at exactly the right time.
Pass to Davis. Trying to get something going. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
It's deflected. Stolen by Washington. Here's Flag. Puts it right back up and in.
Just outstanding work in transition from Flag. He deserved to be rewarded for the energy he gave there.
Young! Durant fires. Davis pulls it down. Mavericks trailed by 18. And stolen by Eason. Young, right side. Doncic. Here's Durant. Eason. Can't get the three.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Durant just inside the line, and it's good off the back rim and in. Durant's got 33. On the wing, Irving. Looking to get it going, and it's good on the way in.
And that's a defensive miscue there. You can't let Irving get that kind of position inside.
Here's Young. So we see Houston taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks.
Yeah. Tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. Yeah. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Yeah. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with shit. Think you gon' me for free, what you with? Yeah. When all the smoke like a hold on, brother, chase them. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. The game over, dropping bangers with no hook. And free my brother Leak. I hate I'm putting money again. Yeah. If you ain't never calm down, I know. So I approached her with my palm out. Was on that she in the county ring songs. Yeah. Risk taker, beat they block with 50 on it. Yeah. Hey, Echo, turn this beat off if I ain't tripping on it. I'm just on it. Not no fool man without no who got cousin, don't slide but won't. I get that. When this can't seem to shake them clips of horror. Folks told me pull up to AZ, he got the for us. Stop viding on your war stories. Be the for hey, another op. We need some more. We up the most, you know that been a score. 2-1. Yeah. Brother, tell me what we on, I'm on the same. I plan for cuz ain't nice, but I hate them. I feel the safest when the club let me bring in. Why you wanna see it smile again? Ain't they facing? They don't know that they contribute to the dairy payment. Say she don't around with think you gon' me for free, what you with? When all the smoke like a hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Game over, dropping bangers with no hook.